revolutions. Today we're going to be doing the American Revolution.
Today's recipe is a great big apple pie.
The American Revolution was about the pesky colonists trying to break free from their glorious mother country, Britain.
The colonists differed from King George III's decrees and decided to revolt. This occurred between 1765 and 1783 when the 13 North American colonies rejected the rule of King George III. Many battles were fought between the two, and in the end, independence was claimed by the United States.
Now, let's get started in the recipe.
Let's begin with the cooking. First off, we have the apples, representing the primary cause of the revolution, the taxation without representation.
Taxation without representation refers to how the British imposed taxes on the colonists without them having any say in the matter.
We then must add all powdery ingredients such as granulated sugar, light brown sugar, flour, cinnamon, and nutmeg, representing the powder used in the muskets during the Boston Massacre. This happened in Boston, Massachusetts on March 5th, 1770. British soldiers were stationed in Boston to enforce the British laws. A group of colonists were harassing and taunting them by throwing snowballs and rocks at them. Then the British soldiers responded by shooting into the crowd with their muskets. 5 people were killed during this, and the colonists were even more determined to break free from the unfair British rule.
The powdered ingredients are combined with lemon juice, which we decided would represent the questioning of the British government that the colonists did, because when you get squirted in the eye with a lemon, you question why.
Next, we will create the pie crust. Some of the ingredients we used are all-purpose flour, unsalted butter, salt, sugar, and an ice, water, and vinegar mixture. All of these ingredients are combined and mixed to create the delicious crust for our pie.
Next is the pie crust, representing the trade restrictions we imposed due to the impending hostile revolt. We had to use a naval blockade to restrict their gain of dangerous weaponry. The pie crust represents it because it keeps all the apples in place, making sure that they cannot trade and get out of the pie crust.
Next, we place the pie crust into the tin, which is similar to the Proclamation of 1763, which prohibited colonists from settling in certain areas preserved for Native Americans. The Americans did not like this, even though it was a good thing. It is similar to the pie crust being placed in the tin because the crust cannot go past the barriers of the tin.
Next, we scoop our apples into the tin of pie crust. This represents the 7 Years' War. This is due to the British having to spend loads of money during the war, in which they regained through taxing the colonists more.
We shall now lightly brush the pie with a wash of egg. The egg is the invasion of the British soldiers to the colonists' homes. This is due to how the egg is invading over the entirety of the pie.
The egg wash is added to give our pie a nice glossy golden finish and a minuscule eggy flavor. We also added a slight bit of sugar on top to make it even tastier. Now the pie is in the 204.4 degrees Celsius oven to bake. We will leave it there for about an hour before tasting it. The baking of our delicious pie represents the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This is due to the pie being baked, sealing the deal, as you could say. The Declaration of Independence was the final straw, the triggering event for the American Revolution. Just as how once the pie leaves the oven, it is completed and ready to be eaten.
And now we will take a quick break for an intermission with our American colleague.
Hello everybody, my name is Ellis Noel, and now I will be giving you some more detailed information about this revolution. During the 1770s, tension between the 13 colonies and the British escalated due to the economical and social issue. Acts ranging from the Sugar Act in 1763, which taxed sugar imports, to the Tea Act in 1773, which created a monopoly and caused colonist merchants to lose out on profits. Enlightenment ideas from major philosophers such as John Locke imposed ideas such as natural rights, which included life, liberty, and property. Locke's concepts were taken and reflected in documents such as the Declaration of Independence, which was the triggering event for the American Revolution.
And now for the final product. A nice warm apple pie.